Hello everyone and welcome back to Hutan Pantai. So as you can see, we are in September and there you can see our corn is growing quite well, and this crop will be ready I think by October or by the November, and same is the case with our sunflower field, sorry the soybean field. You can see it is also at the growing stage. And as for our third crop, that is the sunflowers, there you can see I think it is now on the final growth stage, and this field will surely be ready by October. But since this is September, so it's now time to harvest our long green rice. There you can see this crop is now ready to harvest. So I'll be harvesting this field in this episode and will be selling all the rice that we'll be getting from this field straight away. And the good thing about the long green rice is you can see their prices are currently at their best. There you can see we will be getting right about 16 to $1,700 for 1,000 liters of long grain rice, which is a good thing. So it's a perfect time to harvest the field and sell the crops. So before I jump into our combine, what I will first do is I will jump in our New Holland tractor. There it is, straight away. And I'm gonna take this tractor and I will park it at one side of the field, and then I will take the Fendt tractor as well and I will park that on the other side of the field so that we can unload the rice from our combine without any issues. The AI traffic is always very fast. I don't know why they are always in so much hurry that they tend to collide with me whenever they want. So I think for this bigger trailer, I am gonna put it at the other end of the field, just like the way we did the last time we harvested the long grain rice. And you can see the crops are looking so beautiful on our sunflower field, which should be ready by the next month. So I'll take a left from here and I'm gonna park it somewhere right here. I will leave space for the headlands, and I think this will be perfect place for this tractor in the trailer. And now for our smaller trailer, there it is. I'm gonna park it on the left hand side of the field, which will be near to the fuel station. And straight away after this is done, I will jump on our combine, which is already in our field number 8. There it is, and I'm gonna start harvesting the long grain rice, and I'll be doing this job all by myself. In fact, I'll be doing all of the harvesting work by myself. I won't be hiring any worker because we have nothing else to do, and I'm not looking to do any type of contracts till we end this series. So this place will be perfect for this trailer and the tractor. Let's park it here. There we go. And now let's jump into the combine. There it is. And we have plenty of fuel in the combine. I think this fuel can last till we end up with the harvesting season for this series. So I'm gonna start from this side of the field itself, and I'll be doing the headlands first, and then we are gonna go up and down in the field just like we do every time. So let's unfold the combine. There we go. And straight away let's start harvesting work on our long grain rice field. There we go. And you can see we are getting a good yield once again, and hopefully we can get over 100,000 liters of long grain rice once again from our this field. We already have 8% full, which is a good thing. And in order to sell the rice, I think I have to take at least 3 trailer loads of long grain rice to the sell point, which I think will be the long grain elevator once again. Sorry, it is the Harbor Green elevator. I always mispronounce the names, but it won't matter much. It will be the same place where we sold our sorghum, and I think for every crop, I'll be visiting the Harbor Green elevator itself. So let's continue with the long grain rice harvesting work. I'll surely be doing the headlands first, and then only we are gonna go up and down in this field. And I think this field will once again take at least three time lapse to fully get harvested because it's a big field and the yield is also quite good. You can see our combine is already almost 25% full. So I'm pretty sure that we can get at least 100,000 liters of long grain rice from this field. I think we did get about the same quantity last time we harvested this field, so there won't be any changes because there is absolutely no different thing that I have done on this field. We have provided lime to it and we have fertilized it as well. So as of now, I'm going to continue with harvesting the long grain rice and I will see you after some time. Well, as you can see, I'm continuing with the long grain rice harvest, and I think I have done almost 30% of this field. Yep. So I think what I will now do is I will bring our other trailer as well on this side of the field because we are gonna harvesting the remaining field from this side itself. So I'm gonna stop the harvester right here, and there it is. Straight away, I will open the pipe and let's jump on the New Holland tractor. There it is. And you can see we have almost 15,000 liters of long grain rice in this trailer, and I think right about 10 to 12,000 liters of long grain rice in our other trailer as well. So our next time lapse will be done till we are done with filling both of our trailers. And after that, I'm gonna take both the trailers one by one to the harbor grain elevator so that we can sell the rice that we have gotten from this field. And as for the final time lapse, we are gonna finish the harvesting work. And I think that will be it for this episode as well. So there we go. Unloading is done, and we can now continue with the harvesting work from this side of the field itself. It's still right about 70 to 75% of field which is left to be harvested. So this will surely take at least two more time lapses. And I think one time lapse will be done while I'll be taking both the trailers to the harbor crane elevator, because I think it won't be a good idea to jump cut that part, and instead I'll be doing a time lapse in which we're gonna sell the long grain rice that we are gonna getting from this field. And it's already 10:20 a.m. Hopefully there is no rain in the upcoming weather forecast. Yep, I think the weather will stay cloudy, but there will be no rain. However, you can see there will be a bit rain in October and November. And in both those months, we'll be harvesting our remaining three crops, that is the sunflowers, the soybeans, and the corn. I think by the next month, our sunflowers will surely be ready to harvest. And that field also will take at least 2 to 3 time lapse because it's a big field. So we'll see how the things goes. And as of now, I'm gonna continue with the harvesting work once again on this field. And once again, I will see you after some time. So there you can see I'm continuing with the long grain rice harvesting work, and once again our combine is 92% full. So what I will do is I will now unload the rice from our combine into our smaller trailer. Then we'll see if I will take both the trailers or only one trailer to the sell point. So there we go. The combine is full. I will empty the combine first. Let's jump in the pen tractor. There it is. And you can see this trailer is also 43% full. And we have right about 16,000 liters of long grain rice in our combine. And I think that will fill this trailer right up to somewhere near 80 to 85%. And as for how much the field is left, I think we have done just over 70% of the field or even more. So if I take only one trailer this time, I don't think I'll be able to fit in the rice from the remaining field into one trailer load. So that means what I will do is I will take both the trailers to the sell point, and we're gonna sell all the rice that we have, and hopefully we're gonna get a good amount of money. But still you can see our this trailer is only 78% full. So I think what I can do is I will take our New Holland tractor to the sell point, and I will take only that trailer for now. And hopefully once that trailer will be empty and we also have some space left in this trailer, so hopefully we can fit in the remaining of the rice in both these trailers, and in that way we are going to take the both the trailers at same time to the harbor grain elevator. I think this will be the best idea. So what I will do is I will first jump in our combine. Once again I will turn off the engine, and let's jump onto the Leo Holland. There it is. So I will take this load to the harbor grain elevator, and for this work I think I'll be jump cutting this part. And as for our the remaining rice that will be taking in both the trailers, I will be time lapsing that part. So I'm gonna jump cut, and I will see you right at the harbor grain elevator. So here we are at the harbor grain elevator for selling our rice, and since we'll be getting I think right about $1,500 for 1,000 liters of rice, so that means we're gonna earn somewhere around $80,000 for this trailer load of rice. Let's see how close we can get to that mark. Well, there we go, and I was quite incorrect. As you can see, we made right about $98,000 just by selling our first trailer load of long grain rice. And I think we still have right about 26,000 liters in our smaller trailer, and hopefully we can get another 40 to 50,000 liters remaining from the remaining rice field. So it's a good thing, and we're gonna make a good money. And you can see we now have over $15 million with us. So let's quickly head back to our field number 7, and we can now continue with the harvesting work. So back to the field, and once again I'm gonna park our tractor and the trailer right here, and straight away let's jump back into our combine, and we can now continue with our harvesting work on this field. And this will surely be our final time lapse, at least for the harvesting work for this month. And there we go. So in this time lapse I'll be finishing off with the long grain rice harvesting work, and once it will be done I'll be taking both the trailers to the harbor grain elevator to sell all the rice that will be remaining with. Hopefully, I can fit in all of the remaining rice into the trailers that we have. Our smaller trailer is already 78% full, so let's just hope for the best, and hopefully we surely can fit in the remaining rice in those two trailers. So as of now, once again I'm gonna continue with the harvesting work, and this will be another time lapse, and I will see you once we are done. Well, as you can see, we are almost done with the long grain rice harvesting work on our field number 7. And the good thing is that we surely can fit in all the rice that we have in our single trailer load. And once the harvesting will be done, I'll surely be taking both of our trailers to the harbor grain elevator so that we can sell the remaining of the rice. And that will be it for this episode as well. So on to the final look. I will quickly finish this, and that will be the end of the long grain rice harvesting work as well. And in the next episode, we'll surely be harvesting our sunflowers. Hopefully, they will be ready by the next month. So there we go, done with the harvesting work. Let's quickly unload all the rice into our bigger trailer, and I will take this trailer itself to the sell point first, and then we'll take our smaller trailer. And since for the sunflower harvesting work I'll be needing our corn header, which is right there in the garage, so I'll be leaving this header, the grain header, right here. I will bring our telehandler to this field so that we can take the grain trailer, or you can say the grain header back to the farmyard. We're gonna need it for the final time once we harvest our soybean fields. As for the corn and the sunflowers, they will be done using the corn header itself. So there we go. The combine can stay here for now. And let's jump into the New Holland tractor first. There it is. And you can see we have just about 40,000 liters of long grain rice in this trailer. And I think in our smaller trailer, we have right about 25,000 liters. So in total, we still have 55,000 liters of long grain rice to sell, which I think will give us right about $100,000. So I won't be jump cutting this part, and it's time for our final time lapse in which I'll be selling both the trailer loads of long grain rice. And once it will be done, I'll surely be calling it a day. So I'm gonna continue with selling the long grain rice, and I will see you once we are done. Well, here we are back to the harbor grain elevator for our final load of long grain rice. And I think till now we have made right about $170,000 by selling the long grain rice. I think for the first load we got $97,000, and for the second load I think it was right about $75,000. So in total, I think it is quite near to $172,000. I think I can verify that in to the finance section. Yep. So into the finance section, and there you can see it will show me that we earned $156,000 for the harvest income, and I think the miscellaneous is the environmental score that we get. And if we total them, it will be somewhere around $172,000. And now here is the final load in which we have not 26 but over 36,000 liters of rice to sell. So let's see how much we're gonna get for this rice. So there we go. We got another, I think, $68,000. That means in total we made right about $240,000 just by selling the long grain rice as it is. So I think it's a decent crop to do in this version of game, because the harvesting time is exactly when the prices are at their best. So I think this is the scenario with only the long grain rice and the normal rice that we harvest. I think their prices are also at the best at current time. Yep, you can see we can get right about $3,500 for 1,000 liters of rice if I did them in this month. Well, it's time to head back to our field number 7. I'm gonna park this tractor in the trailer right there, just like our New Holland tractor, because we are gonna need both these tractors and the trailers for our sunflower field as well. So let's head back there and I will see you right there. So we are back to the field number 7 and I will park this tractor and the trailer as well right here. And this will be the end of this episode as well. As for the next episode, we'll surely be harvesting either our sunflowers or our other two crops that we have. Hopefully, it will be the turn of sunflowers this time, which we are gonna harvest in October. And by the end of October itself, we're gonna know if our temple construction work will be finished or we'll have to deliver another load to it. If I look at it right now, you can see it is currently processing the products that we delivered in the previous episode. I still can't see any more progress here. Maybe it will be done by the time we reach October. And I don't think I'll have to deliver any more load because I can't see anything which is left unfinished apart from this roof. So only the time will tell if we have to deliver any more products to the temple construction work or not. And as for our combine, I'll surely be taking the grain header back to the farmyard because we're gonna need it for the soybean field in the coming time. And as for the corn header, I surely have to take our combine back as well to bring the corn header right here at this field. And I might give our combine a bit of wash because it has gone quite dirty. So I think it will be better to wash it before we start harvesting the sunflowers. As for the oil, I think it has enough oil. However, I think I can give it a service as well. So we'll see how the things goes. And I'll surely be seeing you guys in October for our next episode. So that will be it for this episode as well. I hope you guys like this video. If you do so, then do leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. As of now, thank you for watching and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.